Hey guys, welcome to Horror and Me. I'm your host, Darren Mitchell. And on today's video, we're going to be taking a look at two pieces in my collection that I've been wanting to show you guys. It's been nice to do the toy hunts the last couple videos. And again, I'm going to be bringing a variety of different videos to this channel moving forward now that I'm back. So we will be doing stuff with Serial Resin Co., my company. We'll be doing toy hunts. We'll be doing vlogs. And we'll also be doing the sit-down stuff here at my house in my collection and talking about some of these cool things. So today I want to show you two pieces from Nightmare Force. If you're interested in any of the pieces that I showed today, I actually just looked and they are still available. The one I'll show you, there's only one left. And then the other one I'm going to show you, there's different varieties or variants of it, which I'll talk about as well. And actually, I'll probably throw pictures of them up in the middle of this video so you can see the other ones that I'm talking about. So let's not waste any time. Let's get right down to it. But again, if you are interested in purchasing anything from Nightmare Force, just go to www.nightmareforce.com and check them out. They actually have a lot of stuff up for sale. They're constantly rotating their inventory and getting new things and doing pre-orders and stuff like that. I have only over the last year, maybe 2 years now, have started getting masks in my collection. It was something that I wasn't really doing. But the more and more I fell in love with certain brands or certain artists that make masks, the more I've been getting. And I have to say that a lot of that's from a few of my buddies who've actually got me more involved in the mask community. And as you guys know, I did show my work at Mask Fest last year. I didn't do it this past year, but the year prior, I did show there, and I got to know a lot of the really cool artists that show there often. So let's not waste the time. Let's get right back to it. So the first one that I'm going to show is called the Neil Goblin. It is a rendition of one of the trolls from Troll 2. Very, very cool. There are different versions of this. So I'll first show you the one that I have. So this is the Neil Goblin. As you can see, very, very crazy. I love the epoxy work on this, and the difference between this one and the other one is it's more kind of like zombied out looking, and also it's hard to tell, but it is kind of like a dark, like swampy green epoxy that's kind of dripping down the mouth and then into the beard. But as you can see, very, very cool representation. They also always come tagged with their Nightmare Force card. I just have him on a resin mannequin head here. These types of masks are not really made to be worn. You can wear them, but they are more display pieces. So I wouldn't recommend, if you're going to buy something from Nightmare Force, that you wear it for a Halloween outfit or something like that. These are really more to be collectible. Get in there a little bit more. I put on a different lens today. I'm using my cinema lenses, my Rokinon Cine 35 millimeter. So I'm hoping this will be better than my 50 millimeter lens, Sony lens that I used last time because I was having trouble with the focusing. But this one seems to be working out better. But as you can see, this is the Neil Goblin variant of the Troll 2 mask from Nightmare Force. I'm just going to flash up on the screen here real quick the other versions that they have. So you can see they have the Nil Bog version, which is the one that does not have as much of the swamp epoxy on it. And it's not as kind of zombied out looking, as you can see. So very cool. I love this piece. I'm a huge fan of Troll 2. A lot of people like Troll 2 so as well. I'm not sure why it's considered the worst horror movie of all time. I actually think it's the cheesier, the better, in my opinion. But that's just me. So let's set this aside and let's take a look at one of my other pieces from Nightmare Force. This one is my absolute favorite. It's one of based on a character from one of my favorite movies, Night Flyer. So this one is called. And this is the one where I believe there's only one left on the site. So if you want this piece, you need to jump on it. I just have it stuffed with bags in the back. But this is the Night Ripper. So this is supposed to be the representation of the Night Flyer vampire in the movie. And you can just see how crazy this one is. The one thing I love about Nightmare Force is all the epoxy work that they do. They really set themselves apart by doing this. It doesn't take that much more, and as an artist myself, and I use a lot of epoxy work in my work, It just makes all the difference. You know, you can paint a mask up and do the craziest airbrush work and you know, in existence, but at the end of the day, if you just take that extra little time and spend that extra little bit of money just to do some mixing up of epoxy and you know what I mean, like make the mouth all gory looking and paint it on the teeth and the eyes and just give it that gloss that it really needs, and also the like sliminess, it really makes all the difference. And honestly, to me, it sets artists like this that do this apart from other artists. And really, I feel like you get your money's worth. The other thing about Nightmare Force that's really nice is they are actually reasonably priced. The Nilbog figure that mask that I had just shown is $168. This one was $325, but it's because there's more that's involved. I mean, it is a lot larger than the other one. I will put them next to each other in a second. But it also has a custom a collar that you would see in the movie. But again, just very, very cool. Really, really, the hair is really well done. And again, I just love Nightmare Force's work. Again, like I said, it's just the attention to detail by doing those little extra things like doing epoxy work makes all the difference. There is another version of this. It's the same sculpt, but they call it the Swamp Ripper. It's painted completely different. But you can tell it is the same sculpt, and it is dressed up a little bit differently. It doesn't have the collar and stuff like that. So I'll flash up a picture of that now, so you can see what I'm talking about there. Just painted completely different, but it is still a very cool piece. You will see different variants of some of the things that Nightmare Force does. They kind of do different variants of things. The one that I'm after next is the Star Beast. Or is it the Star Beast? I think it's called the Star Beast. It's a really cool alien that he did, and I know he's done different varieties of that in the past, but there's a specific one that I'm looking for that isn't up on the site right now, so when that comes up, I will be trying to purchase that one. But I just wanted to put these side by side so you guys can see again the two pieces. Sorry, it's hard to hold this one. There you go. So you can kind of see the size differences. So again, this was $168, I believe, and this was $325. It also comes on a really cool base, as you guys can see, with again, epoxy work where it looks like blood was dripping down on the base there. So again, like I said, little details like that matter, especially to a collector like myself. Yeah. So I want to say thanks, guys, for tuning in to this little breakdown of some of the things that I have from Nightmare Force. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned later this week for another video. I'm not sure if I'm going to toy hunt yet, or if I'm going to do a vlog or do something with Sierra Resin Co. I'm not really sure yet. That's kind of what's fun about this now, is I don't really know what I'm going to do next. It keeps it interesting. It'll keep it interesting for the channel, for you guys. So I want to say thanks, guys, for tuning in. Please leave a like and a comment on this video and subscribe if you have not. Again, we're trying to grow this channel. Even if you are subscribed already, please think about sharing this video so we can grow the community again. And I want to say thanks, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.